Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Tell me about Ashley Bean Band. How did you come up with the name of that? I don't think that's your last name, is it? Bean?
It is, yeah, it's my last name.
When I think of that, I thought it's like that sounds like a '70s band where you'd be sitting in the coffee house, just listen to that, like snapping your fingers.
Yeah.
How did you come up with your unique sound?
um, it's kind of crazy. I just kind of fell into it, I would say, more or less. I started playing guitar when I was 10 years old and uh, got into the church worship team band when I was like about 11, 12 years old, and it kind of transitioned into a cover band when I was 14, and I played the bar scene from the age of 14 till I was like 16 years old, and I started, and then at that time I really started to write my own material, and I just started coming into my own artist, and I was a solo artist there for a while. I recorded my first album in my early 20s, between 20 and 22 years old, and I kind of found my own sound that fit my voice. It just kind of all happened. I don't know how it happened, but it just kind of just happened, and it just fit so well.
Hmm. Yeah, it does. So, do you do most of the writing?
I I do. I write the lyrics. I write my guitar part. I do mainly all pretty much the foundation of the song, and then when I recorded my first album, it was just me. That's why it's called Ashley Bean. It was
Right.
just me as a solo artist, and I just went in. I had my ideas down, the lyrics done, my guitar part down. I just went in, and the producer and I got together and we created the entire album, and we would just bounce ideas off of each other. Like, I like that, and like, no, get rid of that. And then for this last album, I finally had a full band. We went in, and I yet again came up with the lyrics and the foundation for the rhythm guitar. And we kind of just started playing ideas and started adding things while we were in the studio, cool effects, this and that. So now that's what we have for this new album.
How long did it take you to write this album?
We started actually April of 2017 with our very first day in the studio. We were writing a couple of months, like in the end of like 2016 through the winter months into our first recording date on April 9th. And then we recorded all the way through until just about the end of November of 2017. Then we had to do photos, and we had to get the graphics, and we finally got everything finished by the end of June of this year, and then released it July 13th.
Right. It's titled "What You Deserve."
Yeah.
Now, that's the first single on that album, correct?
Yes, it is.
Why did you pick that name for the title of the album?
I really wanted the single to really stand out, so we named that as the album, and it's the first song off the album too as well. But I really wanted to focus on the single, so when people pick up the album, say, "Oh, What You Deserve," and then that's the very first song that they play, so it kind of catches their ear.
Now I listened to that first track, and sounds like there's a story there. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it's kind of like the title of the name kind of speaks for itself, What You Deserve. It's basically about a song about what goes around comes back around, karma. If you do bad to somebody else, it's eventually going to come back and bite you.
Now, the next title track is "Don't Go Away," so that's kind of like total opposite, right?
Yeah, that's kind of like, something that is like you lose somebody, you can't accept that they're gone, or somebody in your life has left you and you just can't accept that they're gone. You don't want them to leave, or it's more of a long line story of that.
So, what do you think is like the main idea of this album that you want everybody to come off? And it's kind of like a story in a way if you listen to each song, to me, but
yeah,
that might not be what you're trying to project out. So that's why I was asking.
Yes, there is some songs in there that have a story too, like "What You Deserve," "Don't Go Away," and then I have some of my funner songs, like "My Kind of Ride" is a drag racing muscle car type of fun song, to where you can get out and get loose, and it's about fun and just having fun with your friends and just about racing. And then I have the song "Halloween." I love Halloween and stuff. I think it's just something really cool. I wanted like a Tim Burton type sound, very just Halloween-y, just something just people like to have fun. So I have that as well into the album.
So what do you think the song was the most fun to play for
I
you?
would definitely say Halloween we've played that song a few times live, and it's catched the ears of a lot of people, like, oh, I was not expecting that. Like, that's a really neat, unique song. Was not expecting that. And it's very fun song. It's not like a scary, haunting song. It's a very fun song. And obviously that's like been the most fun song on the album to play live.
Yeah, when I thought that exact same thing when I listened to it. I was like, oh wow, I really like that song. What do you think is the hardest one that you like had a hard time with, or maybe had some, was hard for you to put on paper or express?
Oh, let's see here. In terms of all my song titles and what's on the album, I would say like "Don't Go Away" would be one of them. That one, sometimes when I sing live, I get a shakiness in my voice, and sometimes it can be a little bit harder to get the words out in that way. And I kind of just like try to keep going with the flow with it, and yeah, it sometimes can get emotionally in my voice. You can definitely hear the shakiness.
Yeah.
When I sing, especially in the chorus, it starts to come out more than the verses.
So what would you think is the easiest song? Like it just really came out and just flowed and...
"What You Deserve" was a really easy song, and "My Kind of Ride" was another one. We have like an epic song in there. I like to call it it's a very cool sounding song, but it flows so nicely. "Circle My Mind's another one that's really a just driven, hard song, but it just flows so nicely when we play live.
Are you going on tour to promote this album? And where are you going?
We've done a few shows right now. We haven't got any set tour dates out of the state yet, but we are in one of the finals for the Next to Rock that's coming up. We're excited to play with other bands. We're really, just wanting to go out and support every band that's going to be on that bill. And the next gig after that, we have another show up around Chicago. We're still waiting on a confirmed date for that. That's supposed to be, sounds like from what I've heard, a pretty cool show that's going to be taking place. And I'll be letting people know about that show once I get the date confirmed.
All right. So what are you looking forward to do in the future with Ashley Bean Band?
To continue to write music, and I want to more to inspire people to inspire young kids, the younger generation, to not give up, to not lose hope, to stay strong and keep your faith strong. And whatever happens in this life is just you keep moving forward. And I just want it to be more of an inspiration for people. And that's my goal, is to like write songs that are going to grab a hold of people and pull them in and be like, wow, that's a really strong message that I needed to hear. That's what we want to do is in the future, is to be a good, kind of like a role model, or in a way just to, be humble. I'm very, very big on being humble with people at shows, whether it's at a show or just at a gathering somewhere. I just like to be very, very humble with people and to show people, like, we're this band, we've done great things, but I want to show that you can also be humble, and because you're a human being just like everybody else.
Right. So, where can people get your album?
They can order my album off a couple of my social media, so like Facebook is one of them. You can also download it on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, a whole bunch more, iHeartRadio. There's a huge list where you can go, and you can, like, before you want to check out the album, you can go on YouTube and you listen to the entire album so you can get a feel of the music. And if you like what you hear, you can go to those places and download it.
Great. Now, are you looking to expand out further outside of Illinois, like, say, next summer?
Yeah, we're trying to get into like some bigger festivals. That's going to help us, like maybe get in Iowa or the Ohio, Indiana, Missouri. We're trying to kind of expand shows here and there, do one-offs just to really test the waters with things and how this album's going to affect people and then what their response is going to be. So that's our goal for next year, is trying to get into like some festivals that's going to get us out there more.
Well, good. I hope that you expand and maybe come south and visit us here in Houston, Texas.
That would be pretty sweet. I hear Texas is a beautiful state, and I've known some people that's actually toured down there. They say that's a beautiful state, so that's one place I would really love to go visit.
Yes. Well, I look forward to listening to more music coming from you, and hopefully we'll see you here in Texas. So.
Yes, I hope so too.
Anything else you want to add to this?
Just want to let all my fans know, thank you for supporting me and my band members and helping us with our accomplishments, because without you guys, we can't do this without you. And I just really want to let my fans know that we really appreciate your support and pushing our music out there to help us accomplish our goals. And these shows that we get into the media and the radio stations that we get into, it's just amazing. And I just want to thank all of them.
And we thank you. Thanks, Ashley. It was great talking to you, and I hope to hear from you again in the future.
Yes, thank you for having me on. This was amazing.
All right. Bye. You have a great day now.
You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.